Iron Man riff. Howdy folks, bluesboyjag here with a 4-string cigar box guitar. It's a riff lesson today. Iron Man by the great Black Sabbath. We're tuned to open G on this one. That's an A string tuned down to G. And a D string tuned normal to D. And a G string tuned normal to G. And a B string tuned normal to B. So crank up your distortion and hang on for dear life. So what we're going to be doing here is mainly one finger, and we're going to be sliding up and down, barring all the way across all 4 strings. So we're going to start out here, and we're going to be barring on the 4th fret. I'm using my first finger all the way across, and I'm using my thumb directly behind my first finger to bar that. Some of the bar chords are probably the first chords you might learn on a cigar box guitar, so more than likely you've been playing this 1-finger bar chord for a while now. You can play a whole slew, thousands of songs using 1-finger bar chords on a cigar box guitar. A lot of people do just that to start out playing, and then they move up to the regular guitar. But a lot of people still keep on playing that cigar box guitar. It's different, and it looks cool on stage for sure. But a lot of people do start out on the cigar box guitar, and then they move up to the 6th string. So it's the same type of chord. However, on the cigar box guitar, it's just 1 finger all the way across. Whereas on a regular guitar, you're going to be using other fingers. So if anything, it's a great beginner riff because it really strengthens your hands and your fingers and your strength to do these bar chords, which is really important if you're going to be playing the regular 6-string guitar as well. So 4th fret, I've got my thumb behind the neck here. First finger goes all the way across. I'm going to be doing this, so you're going to see all 4 fingers, but I'm only pressing down with that first finger. Then we're going to slide up here to the 7th fret. 9. Now we're going to go to 12, and we're going to slide backwards. So we're going to play this 12th fret bar and simply slide down. This is going to help your calluses for sure. If you haven't been doing a whole lot of bar chords, or maybe you're a beginner player, that's going to chew up your finger here, but that's a good thing because you're going to get some good calluses on that. It might take a little while, a week or 2 or longer, depending on how often you practice, but it's really, 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 really important. Did I say really? It's really important to have calluses on that first finger if you're playing a cigar box guitar, or a regular guitar for that matter. All right. The tricky part about this is we're sliding sort of as we're barring. I've been teaching guitar since 1980, and a lot of people don't understand this because I didn't understand it at first either. So the tricky part here is you're literally sliding right at the exact nanosecond that you're strumming. And you're like, what? So for the very first part of this riff, I'm playing that chord. By the way, that's G, A, and B. So we're starting on the B chord. That's a B minor. If you want to get technical about it, the song's in B minor. So what you want to do is slide as you strum. Not the first one, but the second one, because we're going to slide up. I must have done that slide up 348 billion times when I was a kid learning how to play six string. And it was this song too. So first finger goes all the way across. Some people can use that third finger and just hammer. Nothing wrong with that either. But I'm hearing a slide up on the recording. So start out real slow, and you're probably wondering, man, he sure is taking a long time on this one little slide up. It's really, really important. All right, we're going to do the same thing all the way up here. So I'm sliding up to that fret right there, the 7th fret, and then the 9th. Now for the hardest part, sliding backwards and pressing down those strings really hard on your finger. Some people use some talcum powder. Some people use talcum powder. Some people use talcum powder. It does help to slide. I've seen some videos on YouTube, some professional guitar players, super famous people, who will walk over as they're playing, or maybe as the drummer or the bass player is doing a little solo or something. They'll walk over and they'll have some talcum powder on stage and they'll touch it real quick. And that helps you to do the slides. Of course, you want to use this hand. That really helps to do the bars, and that really helps to do the bar chords, sliding up and down. Right there, that's the hard part. The good news is it's only one finger, right? Make sure you crank up the distortion, because that makes it sound better, and it also makes it a whole lot easier to play, because your accuracy, although it is important, is not as important if you have that crunch on there, because if you don't quite get your finger pressed down hard enough or whatever, then that distortion kind of ratchets up the volume and it doesn't sound bad. It sounds better that way. So what I would do is take that first slide to practice and just slide up and slide up and slide up that first chord. And like I said, it's gonna hurt your thumb muscles right there after about, maybe 30 or 45 seconds. But the more you do it, of course, eventually that goes away. Now, a little bit of advice up here. The 12th fret is pretty close to the body of the guitar. So you need to have a cigar box guitar that has plenty of room up here between the 12th fret and the body. If, for instance, the guitar that you have goes up to, let's say, the 13th fret or the 14th fret, it might be a little bit more difficult. In other words, the box goes up to here. So I'm just warning you. That last part is the hardest part, because I'm sliding down, and to slide down and press at the same time, especially that many frets, is not the easiest thing. You have to keep those strings pressed down all the way as you're sliding. Alright, so have fun with that. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my website, bluesboyjag.com. Cigar box guitarist for 21 years. We'll see you next time. Oh, and let me know what songs you want me to do. And let me know what lessons you would like to see on my channel. Oh, you did.